So my brother built this spot basically by himself. This is the largest painting I've ever done. This is the only floor painting I've ever done, the only piece of art I've ever created that is intended to be viewed from above. This painting kind of had to work from any angle. I needed to be able to walk in the front door, have it work, turn around in the living room, have it still work from the other direction. So my brother and I are pretty similar as far as what we're drawn to aesthetically. It really made it simple in a lot of ways. But also a lot more pressure because I'm going to be here all the time, standing on top of this thing. So I knew that I had to like it. I wasn't going to be able to walk away and never look at this thing again if I hated it in the end. So
when this gets hit with resin, a lot of the deep blues and reds that are in there will come out, but it'll be kind of the deepest drop off. My brother is always looking for caves and looking for weird, dark, deep places to explore, so I figured I'd give him that right there.
I think more than anything with this project, I kind of learned how gravity is affecting the way we're seeing a visual image. Biggest goal with this project in the end was to sort of disrupt the idea that the floor is as low as you can go, that there can be other pockets below us and all these other realms and little dimensions that keep going underneath us and makes the ground feel a lot more transparent, a lot more fluid. Makes the whole space seem larger, but also leaves a lot more room just for your own brain when you're standing on top of it to think deeper with whatever is going on in your mind. It kind of keeps thoughts going. It's sort of this expansive space above and below you, and that kind of changed everything. With these inks on concrete, the color goes flat. The painting was done, but I had to kind of remember what the colors were going to be because I knew that when we clear coated this thing, it would bring out layers of paint that I kind of forgot were there, couldn't see anymore. And then we put, I don't know, probably 50 gallons of resin, mixed up 1 gallon at a time because there's only so much you can mix and pour, and the process for pouring the epoxy on this floor was not simple. 1 gallon at a time, mixing up. You got to double mix these things, so we're using mixing buckets, pouring it into another bucket, get a fresh stick, mix it again. The epoxy is so sensitive to its process. That part was definitely a two-person job with my brother, helping keep tools clean, helping get things mixed up. So the first layer that went on, we were hoping was going to be the final coat, hoping it was going to be done, and we came back the next day and it had not leveled properly. We just completely changed our approach with how it laid on, filled all the divots and pockets that I made the first time. Yeah, and I'm pretty happy with the final coat. I was hoping with this floor that we could create a ground that you walk on that didn't feel like solid ground, but also didn't just feel like you were falling into the abyss. It's that you had a little bit of support beneath you and that you had these pathways to walk through and this journey to go on. It was a conversation that my brother and I had about this piece, and the general feeling he was trying to bring into this house was this simultaneous process of growth and deterioration. And I think that theme in an abstract way was something that I really wanted to have been trying to figure out how to communicate better and better through paint. Things coming to life and things dying at the same time. And hundreds and hundreds of paintings that I've made, and this felt like by far the most satisfying one to make. It was dedicated to a person that I know and love so well. I mean, my brother's my best friend, so it made it so satisfying to know that this was going to be in his life forever, and try to make something that was fossilized in here that was going to outlive the both of us.